Hello and welcome. We are looking at another fine example of a Les Paul piece from 2014. I have covered pretty extensively the specifications of the Les Paul piece model, which only came out in 2014, with a previous video that I had on the placid purple finish. This one here is a beautiful Harmonious Sunset. And with a lot of these Les Paul piece models, there's a very subtle maple flame in the wood grain. They're purported to be AA maple, and I've seen a pretty wide range of different grades of flame, wood grain finish there, and most of them are a little subtle, but some of them are very, very highly figured and have a lot of flame and really interesting wood grain. I think the subtleness of that flame is really kind of suited for these Les Paul piece models and go along with their names, which are also very peaceful, inspiring. So this one has Rosewood Fingerboard, just like all the rest of them. And what attracts me to these is they were really shunned and poo-pooed by the purists when they were first released. A lot of Gibson fanboys, which I count myself as one, are very persnickety, I guess, very picky, and if it's not a 57, 58, 59 with PAFs, it's not the same. And here you can see the beautiful inlay that they made just for this year. A lot of the 2014 models had this 120th anniversary inlay, which I find unique and tasteful. Again, some people hate it, but that's okay, because this is what kind of sets these instruments apart from the standard fare, and that's something that I appreciate personally. Pretty standard headstock fare here. The Min-E tuners, or G-Force tuners, have been removed and replaced, thankfully, with Grovers in this case. I only have one example, that Placid Purple, that has the Mini tuners, or the G-Force tuners, intact and functioning. I do have a couple sets in cases or maybe laying around that might function, might not. They had a lot of problems with them. And here you can see some of the piece accoutrements, the piece tail piece, pardon the pun there, and the piece knobs that I think are pretty neat. And again, set this 1 year limited run model apart from the rest of the standards and classics and everything else that they were mentioning at the time. You can see the nice wood grain and maple flame there in this picture that I think is just right for this guitar. So I've been pretty happy with the Les Paul piece models. I actually have another one to review shortly, so hopefully you guys aren't getting too burned out on the Les Paul piece models. I didn't plan on getting more than one, but for the money that you can spend on them, I think you can get a lot of value. And this another unique feature of this guitar is the three-way switch tip cover. It's kind of a tie-dye orange dreamsicle looking thing, which again I also enjoy and admire. It's just part of the unique thing that is the Les Paul piece. These have the 61 pickups by Gibson, and I think they sound really good. A lot of people don't love them, but tone is very subjective. They're the Grover tuners, and the rather plain black back of the neck. All the action is in the front, folks. This is just the standard. It's a 60s slim profile, which I do prefer most times. And I do enjoy playing this guitar. And the Les models seem to have a good comfort zone for me. And here's the back that you can just see is a plain black. So just a really interesting model. I love the case that comes with these. It's a hemp case that has the peace sign. You could see that at the beginning on the thumbnail. And it has a really cool tie-dye interior that I think showcased a little more when I reviewed the Placid Purple. So just another fine example and a bit shorter video because I've already covered all the specs of this particular model. And you can see this one stamped demo on the back of the headstock, denoting that it was a demo from Gibson. So I did, well, not this one, but this was bought from Gibson as a demo model. And just a lovely, lovely guitar. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for stopping by, and stay tuned for more exciting gear. Have a good one.